And so back with a beast of a problem here. Number 7 is like a heavy hitter. So this will be fun though. Sure. Okay. So as usual with the whole fraction soon, we want the fractions to go away. So we are going to find a common denominator that we could multiply everything by. Our two denominators are u minus 2 and u plus 1. I can't factor either one of them, and they are unique. So I need both of them to create my least common denominator. So we're going to multiply everything by u minus 2 times u plus 1. So u minus 2 times u plus 1 over 1 times 1 over u minus 2 is equal to u minus 2 times u plus 1 over 1 times negative 4. I'll put it over 1 just to help myself keep track of things. And I'm going to have to move that least common, or that common factor thing, because it's going to get in the way. And then we have plus u minus 2 times u plus 1 over 1 times 5 over u plus 1. I know this is really long, nothing really hard going on here, but basically we're just multiplying each term by that common denominator. So u minus 2 times u plus 1 times 1 is the same thing, u minus 2 times u plus 1 over u minus 2. Negative 4 times all that is negative 4 times u minus 2 times u plus 1 all over 1. And then 5 times all that is 5 times u minus 2 times u plus 1 all over 1 times u plus 1 is u plus 1. So now our fractions should cancel out, and we will be left with just numerators. And so the u minus 2's on the left cancel, the u plus 1's on the right cancel. Life is good. We have u plus 1 is equal to negative 4 times u minus 2 times u plus 1 plus 5 times u minus 2. And that's all, because the other piece canceled out. So what we've got is a situation now where it no longer helps us for things to be in factored form. So we're going to go ahead and multiply everything out. So u plus 1 is equal to negative 4u plus 8 times u plus 1 plus 5 times u is 5u minus 10. And now we need to multiply that 4u plus 8 and the u plus 1. Remember, we need to do FOIL, or first outside, inside, last. The other way to do it is to do this. I kind of prefer this method. I call it the box method. Multiply these two things by these two things. So u plus 1. So we got negative 4u squared, 8u, negative 4u, and 8. So we'll have u plus 1 is equal to negative 4u squared plus a negative 4u plus an 8u plus 8. And the rest of it plus 5u minus 10. And so, well, that's a lot going on there. So we have some combining like terms to do on the right side. So u plus 1. Our negative 4u squared. It's the only u squared. The negative 4u and the 8u is going to make 4u. Let's leave everything else alone so I don't mess something up. Just go one step at a time. Take it slow. And so u plus 1. Our negative 4u squared is still there. The 4u and the 5u can be combined to make 9u. And the 8 and the negative 10 can be combined to make negative 2. All right. This is a quadratic. We do have something with a squared, so we need to set it equal to 0 somehow. And as I have talked about in previous problems and previous videos, it really helps me if my squared term is positive. So I am going to move all that stuff on the right to the left. I'm just going to do it in one step to save some room here. So I've got to add 4u squared, subtract 9u, and add 2 to that left side. So we will have 4u squared. Negative 9u and positive 1u makes negative 8u. Positive 1 and positive 2 makes positive 3. And so that's equal to 0. If you did leave it with a negative 4u squared and kept that term negative, you can still find a solution. It just gets, to me, it's a little bit more, I don't know, difficult just because I have more stuff to worry about. And so the AC method, 4 times 3 is 12. So factors of 12 are 1 and 12, 2 and 6, and 3 and 4. We need two factors that will make negative 8u. That would be the 6 and the 2. So 4u squared minus 2u minus 6u plus 3 equals 0. And I put them in that order specifically because I want the 6 to be with the 3. And I want the 2 to be with the 4. So on the left, we can factor out a 2u, which leaves 2u minus 1. On the right, we need to factor out a negative number so that we end up with a 2u minus 1 there, hopefully. And so what are we taking out? Negative 3. And that would make that a 2u minus 1. And so this will pull out over here. 2u minus 1 plus a 2u, what am I doing, plus like old times, 2u plus a negative 3, which will simplify to be minus 3. And those are, I should have put equal to 0 already there. So as with things we've done before, if either one of those is equal to 0, the whole thing will be equal to 0 because they are being multiplied by each other. So I'm going to go ahead and bop those over to the side there. So we've got 2u minus 1 is equal to 0. If that's true, the whole thing is equal to 0. And 2u minus 3 equals 0. Again, if that's equal to 0, the whole thing is equal to 0. And so here, plus 1, we've got 2u is equal to 1. Oops. Divide by 2. And u is equal to 1/2. Next one, we are going to be adding 3 to both sides. 2u is equal to 3. And we're dividing by 2. End up with some fractions this time. U is equal to 3 over 2. And so, again, we just need to check and see if we were to put that in the denominator of any of our original fractions, if that would cause the denominator to become 0. And the answer is no. So those are the two viable solutions, 1/2 and 3/2. If you made it through this whole homework assignment, amazing. This is a nasty one. I hope it was fun. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you have an awesome day.